Hey guys, just got done streaming one of my favorite games, Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades. I know it's kind of a pain to say, but bear with me, it's a great game. And it's been one of my favorite games to play on the HTC Vive. So, what is this game exactly? Basically just your sandbox shooter. That's about it. I know it sounds like it doesn't have much depth to it, but it is a lot of fun. So let's just get into it. What do I really like about this game? It's the realism. If you're somebody who really enjoys guns, someone like me, someone who's probably American, then you'll really enjoy this game. There's so many different types of guns. Some might say too many types of guns. That's not really a thing in my book, but hey, it does get confusing sometimes trying to remember how to use every single different type of gun depending on, where it came from in the world. The game itself is a lot of fun. There's a lot of different challenges you can do. They don't really get too stale because you can always do challenges different ways and kind of keep it interesting for yourself. So it does kind of have a lot of good replay value so far that I've found for myself. This is another game that's in early access, just like every single other game apparently now, which is just always in early access. But the game is still pretty well, it's pretty well polished. It's definitely not finished by any means, but the stuff that's in the game works, and that's what's really important. That being said, there is constant updates, which is great. I can't even say how many times, every day I come home, this game typically has an update. Definitely during the wintertime, they're doing daily updates to put in new guns in the game as part of like a Christmas special, or they call it Meat Mist because this game's called Hot Dogs. It's all about hot dogs, which is kind of a weird part of the game, but it's still a lot of fun. Now, some of the things I will say that are holding this game back is, like I was saying earlier about how realistic the game was, it can be a little overreal. Fortunately, there's settings to adjust, how you use your guns. If you keep it on the default setting, everything you do needs to be perfect. As far as putting the magazines into the magazine wells, and every single gun has to be perfect. If it's not perfect, you're basically just going to slam it against the edges, or you're just going to fiddle with it for a while and it's not going to go in. But like I said, you can change that so that you pretty much can just slam a magazine in, no worries. Although I do prefer to have it the ultra realistic way because it kind of gives it a little bit better feel to the game, honestly, in my opinion, for how much I like using different kinds of guns. Now, getting used to the game, that's a whole different story. There's so many different things you need to remember when playing this game as far as control wise. Got to make sure that you're not constantly dropping your gun. At the very beginning, I'll say that I probably was just constantly I would drop my gun, I'll drop my magazine, try to pick stuff up off the floor, knock other stuff around. It takes a little bit to get used to, but once you really, once you play it for more than, I would say, once you play for more than about half an hour, you've pretty much got all the basic fundamentals down, and then after about an hour, you should be pretty solid into the game where you know exactly how things are going to move, exactly what will fall out of your hand, how to lock magazines in so you're not constantly having to grab more magazines and keep reloading. And last, I will say that another thing holding this game back is if you're not really a gun enthusiast, like some people are like me, this game will probably get a little bit boring for you. Now, there's plenty of fun to be had shooting all kinds of different guns, but if that's not really your forte, and that's really all this game is shooting a lot of different guns any way you really feel, then this game's probably not going to be for you. But for me, I find myself constantly going back to it. Anytime that I'm not playing VR, I'm thinking about the next time I play VR, I'm probably going to play that game, at least for a little while. It's always fun just to get in there, shoot around, mess around, just blow some stuff up, whatever, have fun, release some stress. That's really what this game's replay value is. And of course, now we have the price. Right now on Steam, the game is $19.99. Like I said, still in early access, so maybe as they add more stuff in, that price might go up. I would say it's likely to go up. But for the price, I would say it's worth it right now. I know I've gotten my money out of it. I'm going to continue to get my money out of it, and it seems like they're going to keep updating the game. The developers are really good about communication. They've letting their community know how much they appreciate all the players and stuff, since VR is still one of those things where it has such a low customer base, at least on the big headset side as far as the Vives and the Oculus goes. So overall, so far, I give this game probably a 7 out of 10. I think would probably be fair for this game, and I really hope to elevate that as this game keeps adding in more things. Like I said, this is something that it really, speaks to me because there's so many guns in this game, and quite frankly, I just love shooting guns. So this game, I've a pretty strong bias towards this game, just because I love to shoot. Plain and simple. So I appreciate you guys tuning in to this review. Hopefully it gave you some thoughts about the game. If you have any more questions, feel free to throw it in the comments. Hopefully I'll see you guys live on a stream sometime. I think I might stream some more of hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades later on tonight. Just messing around with stuff. I've already played through a lot of the stuff in the game, but there's still a lot more things I just love to mess around with and play around with all the different attachments and stuff. So hopefully I'll see you guys there. If not, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.